Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing another gameplay breakdown. This time it's going to be on solo squads, and this gameplay is going to be a super good example on how you can play positions so that you can wipe squads safely by yourself. And this is going to be super useful if you're trying to split off from your team or if you don't want to rely on your teammates because maybe they're not the best players. So getting into the gameplay, I immediately go for the heli, just because if you can get the heli, you can fly up to top hospital and get some chops while people are looting. Also, helis are going to be super good for early game to loot up for cash, as I'm going to show you a super easy method which can guarantee you a loadout very quickly if you have a heli. And another quick thing is once I do get my loadout, someone's actually going to end up RPGing the heli. So you're going to see how I play the rest of this game out on foot and how I'm out positioning people with rotations on foot. So I get these two chops while they're looting. It was super simple. Not much to say about that. Anyone can do that, right? I end up seeing this guy. He's landing, and I got a assault rifle. I hide on him, so I look down on him, and I wait for him to run into the open. Another easy kill. After I get those initial kills at hospital, I always leave and go to downtown, flying low to the rooftops. That way I can see if there's cash on the roofs like I do here, and just quickly grab it. And you can see I only have 5k, so in this game I got unlucky with the money spawns on the roofs. But I always wrap down to this restaurant building, and when it's unlooted, which it usually is, there's generally around 5 to sometimes even up to 15k in here, and I easily get my loadout off of this building. So we got our loadout. As I said before, my heli gets blown up as I'm picking up the loadout, so we have to play the rest of this game out on foot. But as you can see, there's fighting in front of me, and the main thing I want you guys to take away from this video is when you're in a team fight, you want to try and play height as much as possible. Try and get to the highest point that you can in the fight. So I get this pick, this guy's not even looking at me. Now his teammate's aware, but I see a guy to my right, so I quickly go for some shots on him. I get beamed by his teammate, but we drop behind cover super quickly. And as you can see, I'm trying to play it up and jump at the same time. It's mantling me, it's putting me on the ladder. As you can see, I'm able to do it right there, just so I can kind of like jump peek, you know, spot him, try and see what he's doing. And I see some fighting, so I start looking that way. I see it on the mini map now, and we can see he went over to his teammate. Probably tried to res him, but wasn't quick enough since we almost got the thirst. So we get that kill right there. And as you can see, I just saw somebody on this roof, so we get this pick as well. I kind of waste my precision because I end up just shooting him. But that's another kill. As I was rotating over here, I ended up getting shot at, and there's not really much to say about this kill other than this guy had a bad shot and I used my movement to outgun him. So we pop our UAV. There's two people right in front of us and a guy behind us towards downtown. This guy is actually sniping at the guy behind us towards downtown, so we're able to get a free pick on him, but I know there's two there. So instead of just climbing up that ladder, because he might be holding it, I throw a stun, throw my ammo box for more nades. I double nade them. I get the armor break and a down, so I know the second guy's got to be weak. And here he is. He ends up being like half HP. One bullet kills him. And as you can see on the UAV, there's still quite a bit more people here. So my next play is to get to top hospital, since as we said before, height is going to be super important in winning team fights. So we're up top. We got another UAV. We're able to get the pick on this guy. And there's two more in the area. This guy actually ends up being a solo. We obviously get the pick on him. And the other guy is still downed since I didn't get my kill for him. And I know there's one in the building to the left. So all I have to do is wait for this guy to come out to res his teammate, and I'll be able to get free shots on him. Just like that, and we get those two kills. So with that money, I was able to get another UAV, and I rotate to downtown since I see a lot of players here, and I know I'll be able to get a lot of holds in downtown while playing height. So I don't immediately go for height because I see they're in a fight. So I'm able to third party them, and someone actually ended up cleaning up all those kills for me. So I know there's another team here, so immediately I go to the zipline to try and get height on everybody. Alright, so we come up onto the roof, and we see a res to our south. I also notice the zones pushing in, so all these players are going to have to rotate to me through the open while I'm on a rooftop, which is best case scenario for us. So I see this guy rotating, trying to use his parachute. I feel like I was on him that whole time, but it wasn't giving it to me for a while. Obviously, you're able to miss a lot of shots if you're playing super strategically like this, because you can always reset gunfights. So we get another knock, and I know someone had to have rezzed him, so I keep looking in this direction, looking for another guy. As he rezzes again, so I know there has to be a player rotating out on foot. And here we see him. And we get the down. Alright, so we're rotating in. I'm still a little low on AR, since I had to use a lot and I wasn't able to loot those bodies. Luckily, I hear this guy's footsteps as I round the corner, so I know where to look. And we end up catching him in the back. I finish the kill, get the ammo. And really quick, just in case he had teammates that were watching my rotation in, I don't run down the street because obviously it's the most obvious way to watch. It's pretty much the only obvious way I have to go. So I rotate around through the gas to try and cut through. And in a second, you'll see I look left and I see a res at the square by. So I want you guys to kind of maybe pause the video and think about what position I'm going to play to try and kill these players on the square by. So as you can see, the position I wanted to play is this big white building because it's way higher than the square by and I'm able to look over everything. So we get this guy as he's rotating to the by. And another pro of playing this position is I can float to the roof of this by where I'm going to be able to look down on them as they try and rotate, try and move around and stuff. So we get one as he's hitting the by. Get the full on him. We notice a res and we hear enemy dropping in. We hear this guy parachuting. We get the kill on him. I also saw a bag on the buy. That's going to be important in a second. As you can see, I see a big bag of money right there. So I know someone's going to go for that, right? I hear this guy to my left. He grabs his loadout. He's rotating to the buy to get to his teammates. So I pick him off. And quickly I look to the buy to see if anyone grabbed the money. And there's a guy on it rezzing. So he rezzes 3. I get the knock. Since he rezzed 3, I know there's nobody else on the ground. And I'm able to go get this kill. One of his teammates ends up trying to land back. But at this point, it's way too late. He's not even going to be able to get a gun since the zone starts pushing out. So I'm going to be able to get in front of him. That way I can get him as he jumps off and get him on rotation. He gets away from me for a second, but I'm able to hunt him down. So I grabbed the car and rotated all the way down to Heist Houses. As you can see, there's a player on school shooting me, as you saw on the minimap. So I go to try and get to the second story to try and pick a gunfight on him. ADSing, I'm looking for him. I saw him on the roof there, but I don't think I saw him in game. So here, he takes a shot at me. Quickly duck behind cover, and I try and take an angle he's not going to expect. He's still spraying for some reason, but we get the angle on him. He's mounted, so we quickly down him with all headshots since he was mounted. The team on the hill helps me get my thirst with the nade. After that kill, I rotated past school to these houses, since as you can see there's going to be a lot of players rotating out of airport. Since they have to run through the airfield, I know I'm going to be able to get some free kills. So I see one player there. He's kind of far. I don't really want to waste too much of my ammo. I see these guys. They're a lot closer. So I go for them. And I get one of those picks. So now that I have to rotate out, I rotate to the right. That way I have high ground. You know, even if you're not playing buildings, you're not playing on a roof, you can still play high ground by playing on hills and looking down on other buildings using hills and stuff. So I'm looking around, I'm scanning. I see this player going to the buy. So instead of shooting him, you know, maybe getting a couple armor tags, I try and meet him as he's hitting the buy station. That way I can just get the full kill instead of him getting behind cover and knowing where I am and then me having to fight that way. I end up shooting this guy, which kind of was a bad play because I waste all my ammo. And I jump out and I see a player in the building. So he's kind of holding me, right? I'm not really going to be able to beam with my Mac. So I have to rotate around using my gas mask and again get on the high ground. So now that I rotated around, I see him going to the buy to try and res one of his teammates. I don't see him because the gas is so thick. So I rotate around, try and catch him as he gets in. I hear him coughing. And now I see one of his teammates. So I catch his teammate off guard, catch him in the back. I get the down. I see he downed himself through the gas. So I get the full. And now I go and grab my fully loaded class for ammo. So now rotating in, I saw fighting here earlier. I saw some tracers. And here's the team that's rotating down. I don't shoot at them because I was maybe going to be able to knock one and I saw four. So I really needed to catch these guys in a super bad spot. They somehow knew I was here. At the time, I thought they maybe had high alert because this is when Specialist was in the game. And you're going to see this is going to be a common theme with my solo quads gameplays. Towards the end game, there's not really a power position you can play or a way you can outposition teams. So I kind of have to take a super fair gunfight, and fair gunfights in a 1v4 situation, it's pretty much death, right? But obviously, we're not playing solo quads to try and farm our KD or farm wins. We're just trying to get better, and I hope this gameplay gave you guys a good idea of how you want to be taking team fights, especially if you're splitting off or maybe your teammates aren't very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be doing a lot more breakdowns like this, so subscribe if you want to see those, and I'll see you guys next time.